Hello. My name is Jess Marie. Welcome back to Yesterday's Coffee Grounds, where I typically talk of my life or things that I got going on in my life or stories that have happened to me. So, hi. Welcome. If it's your first time here, hi. Hello. I film on my phone. I don't have a microphone and I don't use a ring light. So, I'm kind of all over the place. I do the best I can. Really, I just want to create community and be a part of community and have this little time capsule that I can probably be embarrassed to come back and look at in 10 years if the internet hasn't exploded itself, but we'll see. Things they say on the internet are forever, so possibly I can come back and look at this and my children can come back and look at this. So anyways, hi, hello. I've been going on this journey for I guess 26 years now, 26 years, and when I first moved to the town that I live in, I found this out the other day, I was doing some research. I live close to Vancouver, which is the most expensive city in Canada. And in the province of British Columbia, I live between Vancouver and Whistler, BC, which are the number 1 and the number 8 most expensive places to live. So you can understand that also I live in a very highly priced community as well. Like bedrooms are going for $2,000 for a free bedroom. Like that's it. It's crazy, but it is what it is. I love where I live. I'm blessed where I live, and I'm so grateful that for right now we can raise our family here and grow our family and be a part of a community. And that's one thing I've been really trying to do is build community, be a part of women's groups and look at other women who are doing good things in their lives and being good wives to their husbands or good partners to their husbands. I want to emulate that. Is that the right word? Emulate? I want to mirror that. I want to be around women who treat their men with respect, who treat their men with love and compassion and not full of expectation or with glorifying a man. You know what I mean? Women do this a lot. They glorify their men or put them on this pedestal or this prized possession, and when they don't, when they're not always at that expectation, that level, it's like, honey, you better get on it. I don't want to be that. I want to be in a loving marriage, and I caused a lot of conflict in I'm not married, but I will call it a marriage, a partnership. I caused a lot of conflict in this because out of nowhere, I let something manipulate me. I was like, I need to step out. I need to run away. Red flags are coming up, and it was all self-created. And this is where I do believe in spiritual warfare. I feel like I've been spiritually attacked for about a year, and it almost destroyed my relationship, my marriage. And I'm not married, but yeah, I will say that I'm just, for simple terms, I'm going to say that we're married. We've been together for 5-6 years. We have a child together. We have a living space together. We share a vehicle. Our lives are very intertwined. So I'm going to say marriage for simplicity factors. Yeah, so I done some things that I shouldn't have done. And maybe I'll talk about it further in another video, but I think really it was this lack of trust in the process or in what my plan was. I wanted something else. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm falling into this trap of being a mom. I'm not traveling. I'm not expanding my horizon in friendships and things of myself. And this selfish nature came a hold of me. And I did become very selfish. I became very image-based. I wanted to look a lot better. I wanted to, on social media or on a day-to-day life, right? I wanted to have nice clothes. And even though I'm a thrift shopper, I was thrifting things that I don't normally wear. And at this time, that's when I colored my hair red. And I just recently got the bangs, and I think this is what my life needed to humble me a little bit, because the red hair really changed this. It was this fiery energy that I don't know who this woman was. I have no idea who she was. So that's why right now I'm like, I need to surround myself with women who are strong in their marriage and who have healthy communication patterns. I think one thing that really did save our relationship is going to see going to see a marriage counselor or a couples counselor who also does therapy. He is an outcome-based therapist, so a lot of the times the questions would be proposed, just how would the outcome make you feel? What does that look like to you? If Rob were to do blank, what would the outcome be for you? What would change in your life? It was very much like that, and I put things into more, the mind could visualize it a lot better. So visualization became a practice as well. Is okay, for a year I've been basically sabotaging my relationship without thinking of the cause of what it's going to do to our son, of being in a home with split parents and going back and forth, and then introducing if I were to marry someone and if Rob were to marry someone, okay, now there's not only my parents and Rob's parents, but then also our spouse's parents, who there's all this conflict. And I grew up as a child of divorce. I know what that's like. I've been there. Both my parents now in their 50s are with people who are hopefully going to be there forever people. I want that for everyone. I think we do need companionship, and in my personal belief, I believe that there is, I don't think we're guaranteed love. And I read this amazing thing. It was you don't need to don't marry the person you love the person that you marry. And that really put a lot of things in perspective with my past year of, oh my God, I've been with many people, and I have loved many people. Does that mean I should marry all the people that I love? Or should I now have a child with somebody, and I'm not saying that that's the reason to stay together, but I want to be together, and I want to love that person. And I'm trying to choose my words very carefully here, because people scrutinize this idea of love and, oh, you shouldn't just be with someone because you have a kid. And I think that there is a legit effort put into it, and I'm trying to reconstruct my brain around it, because a lot of people are getting divorced, or they get married and then they have a house, or they're together and they have a house, they're together and they have kids, and they don't want to get married. And there's a lot of chaos in that sense, and there's a lot of broken relationships and hurt people and hurt kids, and people who are actually starving for love because we don't know how to love one another. And I chose to be with this man, and this man chose to be with me, and I want to choose to love him. Not just because we were in love and then I'm going to marry him. I want to marry him and love him. I don't know why it makes sense to me, but it just made a lot of sense to me. and maybe it makes sense to some of y'all out there as well. And I don't know if I want to be in love again. I don't know. I think there's moments in our lives where we just re-fall in love. And I haven't been there in a while, and Rob watches my videos, so Rob, hi, hello. I haven't been there in a while, and that's because I'm going through my own personal dilemma of refiguring out, just evaluating what I've done this past year, the suffering I've caused and the destruction I've caused within our family dynamic, because I was going to walk out, and I kind of have had my foot out the door for a long time. And thank fucking goodness Rob was like, you know what, I'm holding on, because I see our relationship, I see our family in my future, and I'm gonna be here, and I'm holding on, and I'm going to protect what I think is real and valuable, and cherish that. And I'm gonna continue to love this woman, even though in my personal opinion I did horrible things. And I have someone who's stuck by my side, and was like, he's like, I understand what you're doing, but I don't really agree with it, but I understand and guess why you're doing it, and I don't want you to do it anymore, but I'm here and I love you. And maybe one day we'll come on and talk about that, because I do think it's a common theme in society right now. Just how easy it is to walk away from something, walk away from, or step out, or not be a part of marriage or a relationship, that commitment. I am scared of commitment. I've had a lot of a lot of loss in my life that I've seen over and over, and not many good examples of people who just stuck it out. And I want to be a good example to my son, and I want to be a good example for people growing up. And there's going to be a lot of people that you love in your life. There's going to be so many people you love in your life. And to me, I only want to marry one person, and I want to love that person. So it just gives me some things to think about. But I got some chocolate milk on the stove because I just buy the chocolate and melt it with some coconut milk. And I'm going to have that and maybe a little tub. It's a gorgeous day outside. I'll show you outside. Our window's dirty, but it's a gorgeous day outside, isn't it? So I know, and I'm like, I'm going to go in the tub. But yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. My name is Jess Marie, and wherever you are in the world, not to tell you what to do, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!